Hello and welcome to Pet Talk with me, Mr. Pepperell. In this episode we're going to think about another way that X-rays can be used for medical imaging, the CT scanner. By the end of this episode you should be able to tell me a little bit more about what a CT scanner actually is.
So hopefully you've already watched the episode on X-rays and how they're used in hospitals, but now we're going to find out how using something called computerized tomography scanner or a CT scanner can take this to the next level. And these happy looking people here are stood proudly next to their CT scanner, apart from this guy who looks a bit embarrassed to be involved. Now, X-rays are good for finding stuff like broken collarbones that we've got there, but one big drawback of X-rays is that you're only getting a 2D image, and dense material, like this breastbone here, could be obscuring something a medical practitioner needs to know about, okay? And we can see if we look at this picture here, that viewing an object from different positions in 2D gives us a very different image of that object, okay? We can see here that we've got the woman's holding a pineapple, but we haven't got a clue that she's actually holding a banana. And from this direction we can see the banana but not the pineapple. So here's the difference. A CT scanner still uses X-rays, so we've still got a beam of X-rays coming out of an X-ray tube and going through our patient, but this time the tube is going to rotate around the patient on this ring. Now at all times the X-rays are passing through the patient because they're in the centre of the ring there, and they're being picked up by these X-ray detectors on the opposite side of the ring. Now as the tube rotates around, so we can see it's rotating around here, it's gone a bit further around here, as it rotates around, the detectors that we've got up here detecting the X-rays are sending information about the X-rays they're receiving to a computer where all this information is recorded. And when the tube has finally done a complete circuit all the way, a complete rotation all the way around that ring, the computer can then use the info to build up a 3D image of the tissues that the X-rays have passed through. Okay, now as well as this super useful 3D image, the computer can also analyse the detector signal for how much of the X-ray has actually been absorbed. And we know that different tissues absorb X-rays to different amounts, okay? And this means that you can work out exactly which type of tissues the X-ray has passed through, meaning you can image soft tissues as well as bones, which is a big bonus if you're a medical practitioner. And this is the sort of image we're going to get produced in a CT scan. Now, obviously, you could rotate this through 360 degrees to look at all sides of this. But not only can we see the bone here in the skull, and much more detailed bone anyway than we'd see in an X-ray, we can also see the individual blood vessels and stuff here. Okay, so we can see much more detail, and it allows us to distinguish between the tissue types we're looking at. Okay, but there are some disadvantages to CT scans, as well as these amazing advantages. Now, I'm not going to talk you through this table, but you might want to make a quick copy of this table in your book as it compares CT scans with normal X-rays, because this is exactly the sort of thing they're going to ask you about in the exam. They're going to say, compare CT scans with ordinary X-rays. What is the benefit of a CT scanner over a normal X-ray machine? What are the benefits of a normal X-ray machine over a CT scanner? So you're going to have to talk about the radiation dose and the cost and the sort of image produced. So make a quick note of this table and make sure you understand it all.
So that's everything we need to know about CT scanners, their advantages and their disadvantages. Any problems with that, don't hesitate to tweet me at Mr. Pepperell or email me and I'll get back to you ASAP. Thanks for stopping by.